going through the gears. Wonderful, just wonderful. Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in Oswego with Ed Hettinger, and I'm going to let him describe where we're at. Ed, where are we at?
We're in Hetz Auto Sales. Me and my son own the business, been in business for 20 years. Beautiful Oswego, downtown Illinois.
I'll put it in the description so you can find out about their cars. But Ed, what year, make, and model is this one?
This is a 1969 Oldsmobile. It's an F85 W31.
Pretty rare treat. So let me just take this camera and come on over here. Come on right alongside me. And I'll tell you, when I saw this car, it was at its first car show because this is a new one for you. Now, you've always been an Oldsmobile guy. How did that happen?
Oh, I worked for Oldsmobile for 10 years selling them at Norb, Cornack, Oldsmobile, and Aurora, which is obviously they're all out of business. But I was there for 10 years. I found my love for Oldsmobile, and I've had a lot of 70 to 72 442s, and I wanted one. I'm up in years now. I'm 66 years old, so I wanted a car that I could kind of hold on to. And the biggest joke is I never keep any of my cars, but I was looking for one that was kind of just all there. And I happened to come across this 69, and I couldn't pass it up. They only made, this is one of 212 that were produced. It's pretty rare. Most of, when I go to car shows, most people are like, what is this?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what is an F85, so it gets, I kind of like the usual. I always like the dog dish in a post, and this is a 4-speed, so I like the little, kind of the rare ones.
This is definitely rare, and not only that, but this one, it's been restored, and I gotta say, this is restoration perfection, because most of these were just really quickly drag raced, beat up, and then gone. So to see one of these with the W-31 package there, which when we go to the trunk and treats, we're gonna feature that, but that's really great stuff. While the sun is on the front, let's open the hood, shall we? That is spectacular. Let me just show over here your build plate, like so. You have these air cleaners that go down and come out there underneath. On this side, the same. So the forced air, as they called it, on your Ramrod 350. This is just like we saw it coming out of the dealership, waiting to then go to the drag strip next. Wow. Ed, how excited were you when you actually saw this one for sale? I mean,
it was, I had to have it. You know, when I saw it, I'm looking at all the pictures and just the workmanship of the car. What sold me is just shutting the doors. I mean, just the car's all there. I mean, it's solid. It's all there. Crimson red. And like I say, I'm a sucker for the dog dish and the post car and the 4-speed. And I like kind of like a sleeper. And this definitely is a sleeper.
This is just fantastic. I've never seen another one, so I'm so glad you got this one. Let's fire it up, shall we? We'll let people listen to it idle. And while the taillights are in the dark, I'll have you step on the brake for a second so you can jump in it. Step on the brakes for one moment. I'm gonna let you listen to that. Oh, you put the baby to sleep on that. It sounds great, just let it idle. Go ahead, give it a rev, Ed. One more good one. Oh, we love it. We're gonna turn that around for you. See, I just love the back end of this one. I love how they have the little tail lights and that really smooth, almost feels like a NASCAR back end to it. We'll get a little closer just to show you. We've got the Rocket. You got the Oldsmobile, as Ed already shared, just a sleeper. The gas goes in there. And as we step back from it, one more time to show you that back end, well, we have some great trunk and treats in this one, verifying that it's an F85 with a W31 package. As we start with our trunk and treats, we start with our anti-spin differential information, our jack instructions, our jack stowage, our polyglass G7014. Here you can see the beautifully done restored. Now this is the entire brochure. You can see the thickness there, but I'm going to just show you that's the 69 Youngsmobile thinking, and I'm going to start at the 442. Everything else looks tame, so they're going with this kind of jungle look appears, where you can read some of that like so on sectioned off pieces of this book. There's our jungle theme again with the guy and the gorilla. You could see the stick shift. This one's got the talking about the induction W30. Here's your Cutlass Supreme. So we're kind of moving our way down. The Holiday Coupe, your Town Sedan. Then you have your Cutlass S here. Great way to go without going overboard. They've got kind of the ship theme going there. A little swashbuckling. Here's your Cutlass S convertible. Then you have the F85, easiest of all to escape from the ordinary, the sports coupe, which is what we have here. You see the aviation theme there. And it talks about 6 of the Rocket 350 V8, either way to escape from the ordinary. And I want to, instead of going to the Vista Cruiser, we're going to go to Dr. Oldsmobile creates the W machine or two, where we start to talk about that. There talks about the W30 here. You read some of the details there. Then we have, notice it says the minimum weight F85 there, which is what we have here, and your W31 Rocket available. So that's what we have here, and I just wanted to share all of that information where you can get the chance to pause on that, talking about that, and there you go. And as we go here, talks about our engines. This is the back of a brochure talking about, there's your F85 sports coupe, basically built for drag racing. Because why would you buy such a cheap car with the sport engine unless that was what you wanted to do? And that then goes here. The junior supercars, such as the W31 package, talks about that. So that's a copy of this actual brochure there, so you can see that. And then you see some of the W31 information here in the brochure with some of the engines as well. And if you go to the back and you see F85 right there in the engines, and you come over here to W31, you can then go up to see the Rocket 350, which is what we have here. And that's our trunk and treats. And I want to show you this shot over here on the quarter panel. Look how smooth this car is. The dog dishes, it looks great with the wheels and tires. Ed, may I open it?
Sure.
Just before I do that, come on with me. I just want to show the body style. What a great body style, right?
Yep.
I mean, someone who's been around cars your whole life, and then to have one of these is just fantastic. You've got the marker light on the 69 there, looking like the Rocket. As we open it up, you have your tire pressure in the door. You have your post. But take a look at our instrumentation. Notice you've got the bench seat, the basic interior, perfect headliner, the right amount of pedals, the H for the hearse there on your shift ball, just like that. Couple of gauges to help you out. And then way over there, the F85, as you can see. Just to remind the passenger, either radio delete, which is great when you have your race car. No gauges there. The aftermarket correct Sun tack back in the day. Your 2-spoke wheel with your Rocket. Just the basics. Just the basics. This is great. Ed, truthfully, I waited a while to see this car, and it was worth the wait. Let's take it for a ride, shall we?
Sure.
So Ed and I are in the 69 F85. Sounds good going through the gears. W31. Wait, it sounds so good, I don't even want to talk.
Once it's in your blood, you just can't get out.
Yeah, you're just like, this is great. I just want to show people where we're driving too. Take a look at this. Wonderful country, perfect day. Like two teenage kids out in the car going through the gears.
Loving the country roads.
Loving the country roads. Man, that is good. What a great car.
Thank you. The wife likes it too.
Well, I can see why she would like this car. It's absolutely fantastic. You said she's going to more car shows with you.
Yeah, normally pretty much I go by myself, but this year she's probably gone to about 10 or so. So she loves the car, and obviously you meet a lot of great people, and that's what it's about.
That is what it's about.
Great hobby, and it's just enjoyable, and it's just a lot of fun. So
Cornfields, Americana at its finest. You know, the rarity of this car is what. Tell me when you're at the car shows, what happens?
You know, just people look at it, and then they take a second look because they're like, you know, a lot of people think it's a 442 when they're walking up to it, you know, or a Cutlass, but then you see the F85, and that just throws them.
Yeah.
It throws them, and then you got to ask, you know, what's an F85? You know, it's the entry level.
Right.
I've had a Chevelle once also. I've had a few cars, but I had a Chevelle which was a 300 Deluxe, which is a sister to this car.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a sleeper. The back seat doesn't even have armrests or nothing. It's, you know, it should have a vinyl floor.
Yeah.
This did have the optional carpet on it, but yeah, you didn't even get armrests on these cars. They were the entry level.
Yeah. Such a great car. I know that when I saw it, first of all, I waited at the car show to find you. And then finally you came, and we waited a little bit of time for this one. We had to find the right day, and I happened to be coming out west, and I'm so tickled that we finally got the chance to to get this car on the channel and video. And I'm just going to wait for this turn so we can get a chance to drive a little bit more. Oh, that's delightful. Well, Ed, it was everything I was hoping it was going to be. I really appreciate you sharing the car with me. Thanks for taking it out. Thanks for going through the gears with us. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
Thank you, Lou.
You're welcome.